Alright, hi everybody, Weather Guy here, and it is time for some Disco Elysium. We're starting a new playthrough of this game today. I did play in 2021 for 3 hours, so played a little bit. I'm vaguely familiar with the gameplay, but it's been a long time. I don't remember the story, I just know that it's a murder mystery. And yeah, I'm excited. I did turn on a streamer mode option I saw in here, which replaces music audio, so hopefully don't run into any issues with that. Replaces music audio with something that's more friendly for YouTube. So yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. New game. Archetype, okay. So I think we want to create our own character, right? I don't remember having the archetype choices last time I played this. Maybe there was. Let's do create your own. Oh gosh, this is so big on my screen. Okay. Where are we at? Okay, we're all the way at the bottom. Let's set everything down to 1 to start. Okay. So, yeah, left is bad, right's good. Okay, so we have intellect, psych, physique, and motorics. Okay, so intellect is raw brain power, how smart you are. Psych is sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent you are. Okay, so this is most like wisdom, I would say. Right? Physique. Self-explanatory. It's your musculature, how strong you are, and motorics, your senses, how agile you are. Okay, so we have each of these always just costs a point, it looks like, and we can have up to 6. Okay. Oh, and it tells you on the left as a verbiage for it too. Okay, so what kind of character do we want? I didn't even consider this before I booted this up. I knew that there was customization, but I didn't consider kind of character. If you're here for the first time, by the way, my channel, welcome. It's good to have you. I have new videos every single day of various games. Okay, let's see. Trying to decide. I like being able to explore things, which means physique and motorics are probably good to have, right? For getting past barriers of various kinds and jumping over obstacles. But I do remember there's a lot of internal dialogue and it is an investigation story, so psych will probably help with internal dialogue stuff. Intellect will help solve the mystery, I'm assuming. Always psych. I like having psyche. I want to do like 3 of that. Let's just start at a base of 3 for everything. Oh, that's literally the base. I don't want to do that. I want to be good at something, bad at something. Let's think about this. Let's consider. I think it's easier to think of what we want to be bad at, right? I think, man, I don't know if I want to go for what would be the most fun or what I think would be the most optimal, right? I think what would be the most fun, low psyche or psych. Is it psych or psych? I'm going to say psych. So I'm going to leave that at 1. And then I'm going to have intellect also fairly low. I'm going to put that at 2. And then I'm going to bump up motorics and physique. Okay, now we get 1 more to bump up. Man, do we really want... See, I know that at the beginning of the game you don't know who you are and stuff, so I think it kind of fits the... I'm gonna do this and increase intellect slightly. I like this set right here. This seems good. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, and then we have to choose these 2. Okay. Let's see, so... Oh, these are signature skills is what it's called. Okay. Well, let's see. So I can't get... It's gonna let me move anymore. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, anyway. Oh, so let me... Just trying to experiment and understand Okay, I see. I understand. I think I understand. So the raw number, the number next to each thing is your skill in it, right? And you can bump anything up one more skill point, basically. Okay. Yeah, and that shows it on the right. It says physique base, learn skill, bonus from item. So if we do this, it becomes a signature skill. Oh, and we can learn it later to boost it as well. I see. Okay. Oh, and it has a lot of stuff to read about each one, but I think they're all fairly... Most of them seem like they're fairly easy to understand what they are. Alright, so let's see. Logic... Man, I like having good logic. Being able to deduce things sounds great. You know? I don't want to tell lies, really. I'm not going to boost that. That's fun. Visual calculus? That seems really cool. Staying creativity, meh. You know, actually... Kinda like... Kinda like volition as an idea to just not get too upset, you know? So I think I might do that. I'm gonna do volition. Yeah. Alright, let's get started on the game. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
It's our ancient reptilian brain. I love that I don't have to read all this aloud, I can just let it talk to me.
Ever. Never, ever.
I think we want to exist, right? So let's choose the first option. Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Voice is crazy. Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Okay. No, this does sound nice, just napping forever, it feels like. I'm just gonna say it's great.
Yes, it is.
Alright, let's ask about the X thing.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Okay, so this is us trying to wake up. Well, this is our limbic system not wanting us to wake up, but we want to wake up ourselves, right? So no, I wanted to know about the X something.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
That is a crazy word, abyssopelagic. No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Do you really?
I do, let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
We have some sort of terrible past. Tell me what's waiting for me. Yeah, let's do that.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball.
We're an evil ape.
You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
I love the asking about the apes, so I think that's a funnier question. How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
You have to ask about the ball.
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
This duking it out I keep hearing about, what's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That's sad. There's a lot of people that actually have this sort of belief in their life, right? Not as barbaric of a way of saying it, but they believe you have to put down others to succeed.
And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean drowned?
You lost.
Oh, we're waking up. That is us. We look great. Oh, man. Very relatable, right? Okay. Moving around. Moving around. We have different things we can interact with, it looks like. I can use my right stick on this controller to select things. That's pretty nice. What do we want to look at first? Let's look at the pants. Take the pants.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
I love the perception voice. Get those keys.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Fantastic. And we're wearing pants. Hold tab to highlight. Fantastic. Fantastic. Maybe I should play with the mouse and keyboard. I'm just seeing what X does. Okay, X brings up that. How do we bring up our inventory and stuff? I'm gonna mess around with the controls a little bit real quick. Hang on. The left bumper does this. It highlights everything that's interactable. Left trigger zoomed in. Right trigger zooms out. Okay. Right bumper seemingly does nothing. Y seemingly does nothing. B does nothing. A interacts with things. I know that. What else? This button. Nope. This button pauses. D-pad. D-pad doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Well, that's what we got. Oh, I see. I see. If I push X and then I can use the triggers to go through the inventory stuff. Okay. Okay. Learning. And then the bumpers do this. Okay. We're learning. That's not that bad. Okay. Get this. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Fantastic. Let's look at this stuff over here. It's like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. That's so messy. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Okay. Can we reach for this?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
We just try to grab the fan. Or grab the tie, rather. We have a good shot. Let's go for it.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
So good.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
What happens if we do this?
The blades come squeaking to a halt.
That would have been a lot safer to do first.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The
Okay, that's fair
lights are off.
Now we got a tie on without a shirt. Fantastic. What else we got going on? There's a window over here.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Let's assess the damage.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Okay, let's assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wow, this visual calculus check helped a lot. Wait, what am I doing? Let's assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Okay. I have no idea what that could be.
Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Well, that's cool.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I should go and get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Yeah, experience. Alright, can we get this shoe over here? Let's go get that. Oh, we still need to check out the bathroom up there. Take it. Alright, let's check out our inventory stuff now. Okay. This is where we have our task. Great starting task, just to find another shoe. Okay. Simple enough. We can manage that. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liquors. Take the shirt. Now have a shirt. We're looking okay. The mirror.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Jeez, this place is a mess.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
We gotta wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
You know, what's interesting about this is this success, right? Means that the thought that goes with it, right, is correct. Like, it's morally the correct thing. Not morally correct, but like gameplay-wise, it's the correct thing to do to move forward in the most positive fashion. I could have just said optimal, right? So you know what? We're just gonna leave it alone. We're not gonna look at our face yet. And I get that, right? Because you don't know what your face looks like, and you look like a mess. You haven't fixed yourself up or anything. That first impression of yourself has got to be crazy, you know? It's gonna leave an imprint on who you are as a person, right? That's why people don't like looking in the mirrors that much if they're, you know, don't like how they look. Because if you feel like you look poorly, then it's gonna reflect how you approach life and everything. Man, we have so much stuff on. Bonus from items. +1, +1, -1. How can we tell? Oh, it tells you on the right side. Oh, that's -1 is suggestion because it's stinky. Look at this. Tied around the thighs, -1. But tied around the crotch, +1 for electrochemistry. That's great. Okay. Okay, okay. Cool. I love the idea of clothes giving you bonuses to skill checks. I think that's all we can really do in here right now. Let's... Oh, did I try this door back here? Didn't try this door. Presumably this doesn't really lead anywhere, though. Yeah, I think it's locked or something. Okay. That's fine. Cool. Done. Stumbling. I can't wait till we start walking like a person, hopefully. Get out of here. Let's look for that shoe. Oh. Called it. We're walking like a person. Alright, so shoe's gonna be out on that balcony, so let's find our way to that balcony. There's something on the table. Get it. It's money. The map tab in your journal lists all the white checks you can reattempt. Fantastic. Smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Here's the shoe. Just a briny wind washes over you. Okay. Take the shoe. We now have 2 shoes.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin.
This dialogue's really good.
Reunited on your feet, like 2 baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Okay. We're doing alright. Got 2 shoes. We're dressed. Let's... Can we go back inside? Hello? Okay. Let's look at this thing. Would we get a bonus now? Do. Feels ridiculously high, so I think we got 2 -1s for that, yeah. Okay. Cool. Talk to this person that's over here. Actually,
Hello,
calendar
officer.
first. Calendar said it's March, the year is 51. Talk to her.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Okay.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Oh boy. And what business is
Couldn't
that?
say. In truth, so far,
Ooh.
mostly drinking.
We're bad at this. So we're not going to try it. The expression, let her know you want her physically. We're not really into that right now. We have other stuff going on. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Yeah, it makes sense. She raises an eyebrow, the cigarette sizzles.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Okay. I think we can just leave. Yeah. Actually, let's ask this question too. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Okay, I should get going.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
And there she goes.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words.
We're doing good on all these
times
checks, by the
before.
way. I don't think we failed any.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Wow. What is it that they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Worse. Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Disgraced former capital. Okay, great. So let's try this. Let's try Revachol forever.
Forever and ever.
And ever and ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
What's that? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
Who talks like that? How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Okay. Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Disco Elysium. Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7.
Can sing.
Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on all right.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while.
What was I singing?
Some of that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I can tell whenever we find out what happened to him, we're going to be so sad. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Huh. Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
He seems nice. Fantastic. What's this? Gross. I don't know why I expected that to open. What's this? This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trump. I can't read whatever language that's modeled after. Oh. What? What was that? Contextual? Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Alright, let's go downstairs. Okay. This is the guy that's on the cover. I remember he's like your partner. Lots of things to interact with. A couple microphones. Let's do the microphones first. That's not a microphone. Okay, never mind. That's where the lyrics would be. This is the microphone. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Speakers connected to the radio, the music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening
so.
to last night. Thought it was obvious.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Of course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one.
Correct.
You have to find out how the song goes first, though. Maybe a tape of something appropriate would help.
Okay, we gotta find a tape for the song. And somehow also know it's a song. Let's check. Soft purring of electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Gained a nosophet. I'm assuming is some sort of thing. Items. Tools. Okay. Oh, done. Okay. Great. I don't know what nosophet is, though. It's fine. Let's check this thing up here. The menu has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. Let's talk to this gentleman.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Okay.
Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
Oh boy. Alright, let's make small talk. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Oh, that voice. Ugh.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Okay, it seems like it's a toughie. Let's go with understood, since we understand that it's a touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on the wall.
Oh no, did we do that?
A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Ste Koari Skua."
That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Okay. Whatever. Well, I don't need to go to the kitchen. I guess it's time to talk to our buddy. So what's this? Inside, you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pennants. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members, doors open 1600. Alright, let's talk to our buddy now.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
I love his
Looks
outfit.
like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Invent a name for yourself? We gotta go for that.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay. I'm gonna read this again. Make sure I remember it for later. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. Okay, so we're still far from it. It's not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
We're just so clueless, dude.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I can't remember anything. I think now's the time to come clean on that.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
I love his voice acting.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Let's get going then.
After you, officer.
Interview cafeteria manager, inspect victim's body. We have things to do,
If
and
you're
we have a
about
buddy
to
with us.
embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the
We
body
have a lot of
down
things to do
should
now.
still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Nice. Now, why do we have a... Oh, I bet the pills we got earlier, whatever, that's what the one denotes. On the left side where it's orange, bottom left corner. Bet that's what that is. Let's talk to this lady. Wait, we can't talk to her anymore? Surely we can. There we go.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. An elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie, look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your
Oh boy,
chiseled
she's hitting
jaw
on
and
us.
that silly dimple on your chin.
That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering. Let's just say thanks, I appreciate it. That's the normal thing to say.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead. Dude, my kiddo has been on that kick lately of just slapping herself on the forehead all the time.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. She's definitely flirting.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Great, how'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
Dang.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there are always side mysteries. Sequence killers and forays into the paranatural. You're probably right, Kim.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Well, she probably didn't put the body in the tree. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Thanks, that's so useful to know. I guess we'll interview this guy again. Give him the business.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
The lieutenant glances into his little
You
notebook.
run this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. Harbinger of Ruin. Let's do the second one. What is gold and orange like a forest fire but smells like liquor? Maybe we'll get something.
Are you kidding me?
No, man, help me out. What is gold and orange that smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on
Yeah.
the right track with this name thing.
We're gonna get there.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
For Sylvie.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I
Got
do.
Sylvie's number. He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
That's so true. That is what phone numbers are for.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias
Gosh, this
I
guy's
manage.
insufferable.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
We don't care about that, dude. he's so like, gosh, what's the word for it? He cares so much about how he's perceived, right?
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
Points to the kitchen behind him. And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree.
Ooh.
Who is this they?
Before he said they hoisted him up on a tree, who do you mean by they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Means it probably wasn't the dock workers, right? They're the red herrings.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike.
Oh, there's a strike going
The
on.
man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought
Oh, a
they'd send a
mercenary
message.
was the victim. I haven't. Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Great, I have another question.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Fine.
Extra fine.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not
Good.
so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's Real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
You gotta roll the R's.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve
Oh, we don't have that
currency.
much money.
Whatever
Yeah,
part of
change.
the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
We have 0.1, 0.4. Let's just put him under arrest. What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals
But
130
what exactly
real.
is money?
And yes, real is still money. What are you, a philosopher?
No, I'm just getting my bearings. This dialogue's incredible.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Show him the coins we got. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real.
This is the most
I'm not even going to
agonizing
take this.
conversation.
Come back
in my
when you
life.
have 130 real.
100 times smaller. Dude, this is how, like, when I'm... Some days, whenever I'm hanging out with my wife, I wake up with what I call is the fuck-arounds, right? Which means I'm just silly and annoying all day, and I don't know what it is. I'm just in a great mood, and she hates it because it's a little bit too annoying, right? And this is exactly the sort of conversations I have with her, and it's the worst. That's what being a husband's like. Sometimes you're just annoying, you know? 100 times smaller?
Yes,
That's horrible.
it is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides. Pick up the coins.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
He shrugs.
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Pay for damages. That's another thing we gotta do.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Far away?
In time or space?
Space.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Can I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Interesting. Okay, let's check these things out now. It's been a minute. We have some things to do. We have to inspect the victim's body. See what this is. Oh, you internalize. You spend experience to do that. That's our only option right now, I see. Did we do it? I don't think we did it. I think it just happens while you're doing stuff. Oh. Oh, come on. Woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in the man's handwriting. Okay. Alright, so let's go out the door. Time to visit the crime scene. This first video is long, right? Gonna be an hour or so, but every following video is just gonna be 30 minutes. This is a hole in the fence, so presumably the body should be here somewhere. Kid. Here's the body. Ooh, I don't want to look at that. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Yeah, an exact count. Why not? Let's try it.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the
Our
time
morale
being.
is down. Sad. What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant worker's boot tracks.
Noted.
Okay. What's this nerd doing?
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid,
He is
then
ugly.
this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness,
Got big
like
ears.
a gremlin.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Hold on, what does that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
That helps me out a lot. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and
Oh.
see what that juicy shit is all about.
Maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kid's just high as crap, throwing rocks at a dead body and talking to the cops.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno!
The rake?
You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
Please don't.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Then what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
A little jerk.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Ask about the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
I had questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Spits over his shoulder, then looks back up at you. Body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions.
Like a cop. Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
So he was in Cyberpunk land.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in
Yeah, look at
some
that.
pulp science fiction novel.
That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head.
Kuno sucks, dude.
You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Oh, don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage.
Oh, no.
That's it. And it's not lame.
It's lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
You could have just said you don't know.
Kuno knows shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
The popo phone. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty
This
fucking
guy's so
suspicious to
useless.
Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
I want to discuss... No, okay. I have more questions about the current... No, we already asked that. Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno pig?
Kuno, is that some kind of gang name?
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Maggie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
What a poser.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Oh no. The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here.
This
fat
was
boy,
so
before
not
Kuno
productive.
fucks you.
Dude, our morale's down to like 0.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eaten them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Oh man. I wasted my life protecting humans, they don't deserve it. Yeah.
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district. But poverty does not make one a loser. Poverty is just poverty.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre
Oh
for
my God.
social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
Well, Did we just lose already? I never got a game over when I played before. I played like 3 hours. I never got a game over. I got game over my first hour. What did I do wrong? I got the 2 morale things down. I guess that was enough. Oh. How far back are we if we load this? So right now, it's 36 minutes after the hour, so we lost 20 minutes of time. Golly. All right. Next time we're gonna do our load and we're gonna keep trying. Wow, what a way to end our first session of Disco Elysium. Jeez Louise. I was not expecting a game over at all. Like, it was so far off my radar. And the worst part about it is that our game over was caused by a little just jerk kid just making us feel terrible about humanity. Alright, we'll do better next time. Thank you all so much for hanging out, and we're gonna have more Disco Elysium every Friday until we finish the game. Yeah. If you like this, please subscribe, because I got new videos every single day of the week, so there's always something to watch. And yeah, that's all I got. Take care of yourselves, and peace out.